Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you all so much for your support of me and this channel. Thank you so much for following, liking, sharing. I appreciate each of you. So, all right, let's get to your reading. In the past, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Someone is not making moves. They're not innovative. Feels like they're afraid to make moves. There's a lot of insecurity here. Okay. Someone's insecure. Someone's afraid. They're not making the moves they need to make because they're in their fear. And then there's another energy. A King of Pentacles is upright. Someone who is grounded, stable, secure, abundant, confident. This is a very grounded energy. This person is confident. They know who they are. They know what they bring to the table. They're very adept. And there's this Ten of Wands in reverse energy. There's a burden that's being lifted. Okay. I need more. Tell me about this King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's got a lot of attachments. It's like they can't walk away from what's not for them. There's a lot of attachments here. They're attached they're attached to their unhappiness. Sun in reverse. They're attached to this way of being. This fearful, sad way of being. It feels like they can't leave it behind. They can't. It's hard tuning into this energy. This person argues for their fears, argues for their confusion, argues for, it's like if you talk to them about, well, maybe it's not that bad. No, there's this out there to be afraid of, and like they are trying to convince, it feels, this King of Pentacles, who's confident and grounded and stable, that trying to convince them of their plight. It feels like they're creating their own reality. They're arguing for what they don't want, and so they are creating more of it. It feels like this King of Wands in reverse person is trying to regulate themselves. It feels like they don't know how to self-regulate. Feels like they're communicating, they're trying to unburden themselves to the King of Pentacles. This is someone, what I'm tuning into is someone who is assured of their world, of how they're perceiving things, and they fight for the story that they don't prefer. They empower fear. They empower what they don't want. and they can't let go of this way of being. They're dedicated to this, but it feels like they're trying to regulate by unburdening themselves to the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? What do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? Moon, coming out kind of in a challenging position. Feels like you're the King of Pentacles. You're feeling confident and secure, stable. It's not about the gender of the card, it's more the energy. So outwardly, it feels like you project, whether you're masculine, feminine, or non-binary. It feels like you project an energy of stability, security, abundance. You're very grounded. But it feels like this person's coming in and unburdening themselves onto you. And what's hidden, why the moon in reverse is a challenge, it feels like this is the King of Pentacles recognizes this King of Wands in reverse as like a past version of themselves. Or it's activating something within them that they don't prefer to have activated. So something feels like this person, this King of Wands in reverse, that's very afraid, very nervous, very dedicated to their story of woe. That they give their power away to fears. Everything is awful. This person, it feels like they engage with people in a tough way. It feels like, this is a problem that I'm having. Like, geez, Louise. Like, their problems are your problems. This person doesn't know how to self-regulate, and so when they have a problem, it's everybody's problem, whoever's in the environment. So it feels like this person is like coming to you with, this is wrong, they're making their problems yours. That somehow you need to regulate them. They don't know how to ask for help, so instead they bitch, complain. This is wrong. And then it feels like if you help them, then they'll be nice. So it's that type of energy. We've got a problem, and if you don't fix the problem, then it's I'm a problem. I'm going for you. All right. What do we need to know? It feels like it's activating you. And it feels frustrating. Feels like this person is just very unconscious of their energy. They're not taking any responsibility for the energy they bring into the room. They see it as others' problems. You need to make me feel better. We need to fix this. You need to fix this so I can feel better. Boy, we've got another king. 3 kings in the past. Okay. King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Justice. Okay. It looks like speaking your truth. It feels like not engaging, not taking on what's theirs, but just communicating. It feels like you're having to shift from a grounded, abundant space to more guarded. King of Swords. This person doesn't have access to your emotions. It feels like you're realizing that this person is going to unload onto you This person is in victim mentality. If you don't, it feels like you're having to just be careful. Feels like you're having to just mind what you say. Be very, almost cold. And that's how you're creating your justice for yourself. It feels like you're not taking on their energy. You're not interested in being their problem solver, of being their fix-it person, of regulating them. This person makes their problems other people's problems. I don't know how to say this any differently. There's a lot of emotions. This feels like, okay. I get the feeling that this person doesn't know how to connect with people other than through this way of being. Through their fears, through connections. They don't know how to create community, create connections that you build on, that you nurture, that you maintain. And so when there is a problem, that you work through those issues, that each of you change, and because connection can create more, or conflict can create more connection if it's done well. And it feels like this person doesn't know how to create connection, so they create problems to get people to, that's how they invite people into their energy. There's just so much fear and worry and anxiety. This person is 9 of Swords is what I'm getting. It just feels very stuck in worry, in fear. They feel exhausted, burnt out. It looks like this is a consequence of their what is it? The consequences. They've created themselves into a corner, and it feels like they don't know how to create themselves out of that corner, and they're making it everybody else's problem. They're not taking accountability. I get that this person needs help, but the way they go about it is very destructive and makes people not want to help them. It doesn't feel like they are your burden. What I'm getting here is that the way you dealt with this created a lot of justice. It feels like whatever you did, it feels like I'm not in agreement with this. You're showing up as a colder version of yourself, but not like being defensive or anything, but just the basic words, no extra. If they communicate with you, it feels like you're not going out of your way to communicate with this person, but if they communicate with you, it's just the facts. And it feels like that helps you find balance, helps you not take on their energy, not feel responsible for them, and also not playing their games, not getting roped into believing that if they have a problem, somehow it's your problem. Somehow it's your problem to fix. There's something here. It doesn't feel like this is a big issue, but it feels important in the lessons and how you're dealing with that, how you're negotiating this exchange between this person and you is feels empowered. It feels like you're not allowing this person, you're not joining this person in victimhood. This person actually might be even an older version of you coming back out to meet you. Feels like you might be meeting a version of yourself, a past version. It doesn't feel like you're going back in it. You're not allowing this person to make you feel like a victim to them. There's actually a lot going on here that's very healing. Doesn't feel like that when you're going through it. All right, in present energy, we have 10 of Swords. All right. An end of a painful cycle, painful communication, betrayal. All right, what do we need to know about the 10 of Swords? Feels like painful communication. Who's got the painful communication? I'm already seeing, I feel like what your response is. Okay, someone, this could be the same person. The King of Wands in reverse. It feels like, ooh. Feels like they got another problem that's yours, that they're going to make yours. Yeah, ooh, they're very unhappy. 10 of Cups in reverse. This person's very unhappy. And it's I'm perceiving from their point of view, it's about you. Okay? There's no strategy here. There's no plans. This person is just very ungrounded. They don't have any resources. They're feeling insecure, a lack of stability, a lack of security, lack of resources. They're not abundant. They're so worried. And they're grieving. They're in grief. They're sad. There's a lot of emotions coming up. They focus on what they don't want. That came up in that past energy as well. They're so focused on what went wrong. Something didn't go as planned. This person is not very resilient or adaptable. Things have to go their way. It feels like they need it to control their environment. There's no inner responsibility here, so they're having to try to control everybody in the environment. Whew, yeah, this person, by their focusing on what they don't want, they're manifesting everything that they don't want into their existence. And they have a lot to say negatively, heartbreaking. So it feels like it's being projected at you. This is not someone, as I'm tuning into it, that like you have a big history with or anything. It feels like someone's making their problems yours. They're feeling very hopeless. So this person is definitely hitting some type of rock bottom, a lack of success, stuck. Yeah, it's just they're in a horrible place. And somehow they're making it your problem where they are. And It feels like this is good advice and how you're handling them. King of Cups. This is all masculine energies here. Now all the kings of the deck have shown up in this reading, which is so interesting. Feels like you're kind of gray rocking, turning your back on them. Just like, this isn't my problem. You might be trying to make this my problem with how you're communicating and what you're saying, but this is not my problem. This person feels like they're in a bad place and they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to get help. They don't know how to help themselves. And so instead they're making their problems everybody else's. Feels like in the past that might have worked to some extent, but it's not working on you. It doesn't. You're a very kind and sweet person, but I think you recognize that if you help someone who's disrespecting you, who's blaming you, that's not how you. That's not it. If you want my help, you've got to come at me differently. Feels like you're protecting yourself, protecting your heart, and honestly protecting this person, not enabling them in this weird game. And it's not your job to make people feel better. It's not your job to fix people's problems. Like, do it for them type of energy. Hierophant. Some type of wow. What I'm perceiving here is that if this has been resonating, this person that's shown up and is showing up with a lot to say negatively about you, they're trying to get you engaged in whatever their problem is. It feels like they're making this into a big problem and they're pulling you into it. And it looks like why this is happening is because in your childhood, your family of origin, how you were raised, was that you are responsible for how everybody feels. And so this activity, I've got a problem. If someone in the family, your parent had a problem, it's your problem. You need to fix it. You need to fix them. You need to regulate them. And what I'm perceiving is whoever this King of Wands in reverse that came in your past, it feels like you're showing yourself healthy boundaries, how to work with and not work with energies. That this isn't your job. Your job isn't to heal everybody, to fix everybody. That's an enabler. You're not enabling this person and keeping them in there by showing up how they want you to and fixing their problems. By doing that over and over again, by doing that for someone, you're disallowing them the opportunity to grow, to find a different solution, a different way of relating to their issues. It feels like you are no longer an enabler. You're no longer interested. It feels like you're not you don't care what this person tells people about you because you love yourself. You know who you are. There's nothing that this person can do or say to make you into someone you're not. It feels like you're showing yourself that you're connected with your higher self, that you no longer have to engage in these type of activities, and moving on from this. Some of you might have to move to get away from this person. There was an unconscious agreements with your family of origin. This is your role to fix, to regulate people, to make everything okay. And it looks like you've let go of that agreement. You're no longer interested. You're moving on from that type of agreement. It's not your job to fix others. As a matter of fact, by chronically and unconsciously just being in that role, you're enabling people to stay as their smaller self. You're not really helping them. Interesting, huh? All right. What's hidden is the Seven of Cups. Options. Someone has options. Not every option is the same. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands reversed. You have options of who you want to work with in life. It feels like this person, with how they communicate towards you, at you, is not an option. Nothing wrong is happening. It feels like you're showing yourself how much you've changed, that you can navigate these energies. Just because someone perceives that they have a problem and it's about you or you need to deal with it does not mean that you accept that, that you are in agreement with that. It feels like you've broken those. It feels like people used to be able to be like, ugh, I have a problem. And you'd be like, go in to fix it. And now it feels like your response is, more silence. Sounds like it's a you issue. I hope you've resolved that. It's not that you're being mean. It's just recognizing what's yours and what's not yours. You've learned there. You've come to some type of perspective, an enlightened position. You're much more enlightened and conscious about, because if you've shifted your relationship with yourself. You see yourself in a much different way than how you were raised. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Feels like what's hidden is this person has something negative to say about your work, about you working, about what you do. What is it that they're saying? Ten of Pentacles. This is my happily ever after card. Legacy. Lots of abundance. So they're saying that your work, you make a lot of money. Somehow they're painting that in a bad light. That you work. That your work makes you a lot of abundance. This person has a belief that you should be giving your services away. That you shouldn't be making money off of your work. This person has some type of issue. Feels like they're saying something about your work, how you work, that you are abundant, that somehow that's a bad thing, that you make all that money type of thing. This person just feels like they don't have much going on in their life, and they're focusing on you. I feel like you're very intuitive and perceptive of this person, their limitations. This person is just so focused outwardly and can't perceive themselves. And they're somehow trying to make you a villain, you the bad guy. Let's all take a little sip. Let's hydrate. Hi, welcome. Now I feel annoyed. Now I feel, it's one thing in this energy, this person has a lot to say about you. They're trying to make their problems yours. But now in what's hidden, I can feel like your irritation. When someone attacks you at your work, at what you do, how you support yourself, then it's like, all right, talk about what you don't like about me, whatever. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty to not like. That's fine. But now this person is trying to make their problems yours, trying to project onto you, trying to manifest something, wow, geez. You're blocking, you're being stopped, you're being abandoned, you're being hurt, betrayed. This person, holy cow, they ramped up really quickly. This is from the past, just making your problems, their problems yours, to something in the present energy, to what's hidden is this person. It feels like a lot of jealousy. They don't like that you are successful. They don't see why you should be successful. There's just avarice, and they want what blocks they have. They want to change places with you. They don't like you, so they perceive, but really they want what you have. They don't perceive that you should have what you have. And it feels like you've wounded this person, which is not, I don't think you have. I think this person is just wounded. And they're acting out of woundedness. They're trying to manifest a difficult path for you. Is this going to be effective? What is the advice? What does the viewer do? What do we all need to know about this energy? Oh my gosh, I got it before the cards even came out. They can't take what's yours. No weapons that form against you shall prosper. They're trying to go after your north node, and that doesn't work. What's for you is for you. If you continue that, if you recognize, keep unmatching and unmirroring this energy from this energy. Just keep detaching. Don't give them any of your energy. Give them even less. Give them even less. Don't even think about them. Pull all your energy back. This person can't operate, can't create what they're trying to create unless you feed into it. They don't know how to ask for healing, so instead they create these issues. Okay. Outcome and advice is 9 of Pentacles. Yes. 9 of Pentacles, abundant, independent. That's the outcome of this. It doesn't feel like this person can affect you if you don't let them, if you don't go back into that woundedness. Feels like I said, this is almost like an unhealed past version of yourself, very wounded, showing up to see if they can pull you back in, if they can get you hooked back into the fight. Nothing will happen if you don't engage. The more you detach from this energy, it's just not gonna, it doesn't, if you feed into it, if you get upset, then yes, it will become an issue because you add your energy to it. But if you just say, this isn't my issue, this is their issue, they keep trying to make it mine, but it has nothing to do with you, then it just doesn't go anywhere. They might be able to create a little ripple, but nothing, they can't affect you unless you join in, is what I'm getting. And as this reading's going, I can feel like in the past it had this person making their problems yours was an issue. You got to King of Swords, cut them out, just the facts, basic. And in this current energy, you're turning your back. It feels like you have compassion for everyone in this situation, just holding space for yourself, for this person, but not engaging in this activity, not taking a step back into blaming and who and drama, and it's just yeah, stay in your alignment, stay in your happy place. Don't enmesh with this person. 7 of Wands reverse. There's something here about, what is this? Stay happy, stay aligned, independent, 9-9. Detach emotions. Don't allow, it feels like they might be triggering you, and you might have a desire to go right back into that triggers, and instead of, ooh, I'm triggered, they're showing up and activating something that's within me. So I'm responsible for my feelings, and they really have triggered something within you. And it feels like as this reading's going, it's getting louder and louder, and so you continue to unmirror that. So they're just showing you that something that you don't prefer that's active in your space. And so the more you recognize, ooh, this person has, by coming in proximity, by the energies that they are exuding and communicating, it's really activated something within me. So it isn't about them or something about them. They're showing you something within yourself that you want to let go of, that you want to unmatch from. It feels like not engaging in this fight, not taking it personally as well. Just realizing that this person is unhealed, wounded. And continue to focus on your happily ever after. Feels like this person can affect you only if you allow them, only if you invite their energy in. And what I'm seeing here is in the past you figured out less communication, just the facts, not, just showing them an aspect of yourself. And then in this current energy, not communicating, holding space for everybody involved, but it feels like you're not even you're not engaging your emotions in this at all. You're staying solid within yourself, and that's what makes the difference. Wow. It's such a intense energies. It just kept building, and it feels like you're showing yourself that you don't have to engage in this energy. You don't have to give them your time, your attention. It's not your responsibility to fix people, especially when they show up in this way, demanding you fix something that's not yours to fix. There's just a lot there. So, all right. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Bye.